Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Anjali. The topic that I'm going to discuss today is how to calculate the area of circle in Python. These are the methods to calculate the area of circle. We'll start by calculating using Python's math module using custom value for pi, and we'll also see how to take user input for radius in Python. Let's start with first method, that is using Python's math module. To calculate the area of circle in Python using a math function, you can define a custom function that uses the math module's built-in constant math.py. Here we need to import math module, and we should define a custom function that uses the math module's built-in constant math.py. We will see how to implement this in an example. I've copy pasted example code. As I said, here you can see that we are importing math module, and this is our custom function which we have created by using def keyword. And here I am writing calculate area, and I am passing parameter as radius. Here in the area variable I am passing math dot pi into radius exponent 2. This is the formula to calculate the area of circle, and I'm returning the area variable. This is what I said in the explanation, custom function. And we have passed radius parameter. The value of radius now we are passing is 7, and in area variable I had written formula, calculate the circle. That is function. We are passing the name of the function. At last we are printing the area of circle with radius. Value will be displayed here. Units is the final answer will be displayed here with 2 decimal points and square units. This line is going to print with these values of radius and area. I'll run this code. You can see here the area of circle with radius 7, which we have given here. And after calculating by using this formula, the answer will be 153.94 square units with 2 decimal points as I have defined here. And this is how we calculated the area of circle by using math module. Now we'll go for second method, that is using custom value for pi. Using a custom value for pi in Python involves explicitly defining a variable with a specific numerical approximation rather than importing modules. Custom value for pi is nothing but explicitly we will define a variable, and then to that variable we will assign a numerical value. We will give the pi value rather than importing modules. In the last example, we imported math module. Here, what it is saying is rather than importing that module, we will have to create a new variable, and explicitly we will give a numerical value to that variable. This is how the pi value is defined in this method. Let us see more in example. This is a custom function where I have defined a function using def keyword, and I'm taking name of the function as calculate area custom pi, and I'm passing radius as parameter. This is what I said, defining a variable and assigning a numerical value to that. I have defined a variable called pi, and I am giving value as 3.14159. This defines the pi value. And in the area variable, I am giving pi into radius, defining the formula, writing the formula in this area variable, and I am returning the area. The value of radius is 7, and the area variable, I am writing the function name with parameter, and I'm writing a printing statement, that is the area of circle with radius, and radius value I'm giving there with units and result in 2 decimal points. You can observe the changes here. When we imported the math module, pi value was automatically taken to that math module. Here we are creating a variable and assigning the pi value. If I run this code, you can see here same answer I'm getting for radius value as 7. 153.92 square units is the area. This is how we will use custom value for pi. Now we will see the last method, that is taking user input for radius. Taking user input for radius involves using the built-in input function. Capture text from the user and then converting that text to a numeric data type so that mathematical operations can be performed. It is obvious that to take any user input, we will have to use the built-in input function, capture any text or numerical data from the user. If we want to take any text from the user, we can use input function and If we want to take numerical data, then we can convert the text to numerical data so that mathematical operations can be performed. Now I'll explain in example how to take user input and how we will convert that text into numerical data type and how we will perform this mathematical operations, everything. This is the example for our last method where we are importing the math module and we are defining a function using def keyword, and the name of the function is calculate area with radius parameter, and I am returning math.phi into radius exponent 2, the formula to calculate the area of circle. Inside try block, I am writing radius input variable where we are taking the user input by using input function. This is how I explained. Here by using the float function, we are converting the user input to float, which means by default any input given by the user is taken as string. So we need to use int float any data type function to convert and get the value. Here we are converting the input that the user will give into float value. Here we are using input function and we are asking the user to enter the radius of circle in units. And the condition is if radius input is less than 0. It will print radius cannot be negative. Please enter a positive number. Else it will calculate if it is more than 0. Here we are writing area is equals to function name and we are passing radius input here. And then we are printing the area of the circle is the value will be printed in 2 decimal places square units. Except value error, it will print invalid input. Please enter a numerical value for the radius. Why we are using try except block here means if there is any chances of getting error when user passes the value, to overcome that error we are using try and except block. I'll give different values and then show you that how it works. It is asking enter radius of circle units. We will give 8. The area of circle it is printing. Now if we give a as value, this line is been printed invalid input. This is where exception value error works. And if I pass negative value, radius cannot be negative. This line is been executed. I hope you understood how to run this code with all possibilities. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.